My name is Lester G. Smith, a.k.a. Neddy Smith. I'm here to talk about a book like no other, in my opinion. Hidden Possibilities, the Music Within. Hidden Possibilities, the Music Within. Hidden Possibility is a book that was written based on an inspiration. This particular inspiration came one Friday in this very room that I'm in today. It was a Friday morning. A young lady in a wheelchair came with her peers. And she sat very quiet but attentive to what activities was going on. You see, I am the music facilitator for those who are intellectually and developmentally challenged with their disabilities, but also for seniors with dementia, the various stages of dementia. But it was this one very Friday morning that triggered this book idea. I was in the room facilitating as usual, and the participants who came in, and they sat as usual, but this young lady came in, and when she sat down, you know, in a wheelchair, she was so comfortable, she was relaxed, but there was something unique about that Friday morning when she came in. She began to gesticulate. And at one point, she called my name, and I said to the audience, she called my name. They were all surprised. They said, no, she can't talk. But you see, people were not really listening to the rhythm of her voice and its cadences. They weren't even listening to the melodic and the syllables of the phrase, of the tone that's coming out of her voice. So she did it again. She called my name. I said, okay, this is serious. Nobody else is hearing her talking to me. So rather than me feeling strange or crazy, it came a point where I gave her the mic. I told one of the participants to take the mic over to her. The young lady hesitated, and everyone was looking at me rather strange. Okay, I might be the strange one, but that young lady is talking to me in a special way. She's using rhythm and the tone of her voice and gesticulation. And I will have to now adhere to her request. So the mic was handed to her. This young lady took the mic, held it rather strongly, sat up in her wheelchair. This is a person they said would not speak, would not utter a sound. Not with me. That morning, she began to sing. The young lady began to sing at the top of her voice, with every bit of her emotion going. Everything she was expressing was so real. Everything she said through her vocal expressions brought tears to everyone in this room. It was that day and that morning, that Friday morning, that inspired me to write this book. It was that moment of expression from that young lady in the wheelchair. I can see her now. That was a moment that hidden possibilities, the music within, was born. That was the inspiration for this book. And I hope and pray that everyone who read this book, get a copy for yourself. Don't read it as if it's going to be a novel you're going to read and put down. No, the stories are vast. From that one inspiration, there are many inspired stories that came out during my time as a music facilitator, to the different groups that I have facilitated. And as I'm talking to you right now, I just finished one session. And guess who came to the session today? That same young lady. I thank you for listening, and I hope you pick up a copy of Hidden Possibilities, the Music Within. Thank you.